God bless you, my friends. Thank you so much for sowing into my ministry. I'm here in Argentina. Yes, my flight was delayed 12 hours, but I was at home, so it gave me an extra day with the family, so that was actually a blessing. I got here at 10 at night, literally, to my hotel, and then I traveled the next day to San Martin, where we had our first service, and it was amazing. On the way, we stopped at this little country cottage, and it had like a kind of resort atmosphere. People go there on vacation. They made me some wonderful, wonderful asada, just grilled meats, and I have photos that you'll see on Facebook on that. And then I met a new translator. Her name is Yara, and she's going to be part of our ministry when we come and visit. It's perfect timing because Jonathan, I'm going to send a photo with this video or after this video. Jonathan is the person to my left in the photo, and he's been translating me for a couple of years now when my friend Nadia is not available. And then Yara is the one on the right, and I actually got a word on the plane that I'm to look for a school teacher, someone that speaks English and teaches school, and that God's gonna use that person tremendously, because they also need funds to finish what they're doing. So she came up to me at the cottage and she said, "Hey, the pastor sent me," and we talked in English, and she goes, "I was supposed to translate for you, but before we knew you had a translator," and she's a school teacher. So I let that sit for a little bit, and then we're at the service, and we're just about to. They're doing the praise and worship, so we're just about to get started. And I said, "Do you know that someone on the plane told me that I was going to find a school teacher that speaks English, and that they were going to be able to help me do my ministry here and translate for me?" She started to just cry that God is going to use her. So it's amazing to see that. So we got a lot of training to do on her for just to understand how we run the services. She helped at the end of that night, just do the prayer line for me. I had Jonathan help me for half the time, and then she helped me the rest of the time. And this is perfect timing because old Johnny boy, he's going to be going to Sweden. That's where he does his missionary work, and he's been home for a few years now, but I think he's got the itch to go back, and we're going to sponsor him monthly with something to help him while he's out there. And I told him, "I'm going to sponsor you just because I want to plant a seed in Europe, and you're the best way to get it there. So if I'm funding you while you're in Sweden, God's going to open up Europe for me, and I'm going to believe that." So if you want to sow to help Johnny, he needs about $600 a month. But whatever you send me, I'll send to him, and if you designated for Johnny. And I believe that God's going to do great things. And tonight, we're having a great meeting. We have a church full of expectation. The people are excited for tonight and tomorrow's service. So I'm right now in Hunan. I was in San Martin yesterday. And we had many miracles in San Martin. Many, many people got healed. And it was a tough place to preach. I got to be honest. It was a little bit tough. I just kept preaching on faith, preaching on miracles, getting a little bit of people celebrating and thanking the Lord. And then we just went straight to healing. I said, let's just go pray for the people. Anyone with flat feet, come down here. Anybody with their legs short, come down here. Anyone with knee problems, come down there. You know that everyone in that 15, 16 chairs had knee problems, and they're all healed instantly, except for two of them, maybe two of them, and I was able to pray for them, and then they got healed again. They got healed at that time. So it's amazing to see what God does. It's amazing to see how God ministers and heals. And after we did that, I had to work the crowd a little bit more in faith, and people just started getting healed. Man had a problem with his arm, healed him. Another man had a problem with his arm, healed. He couldn't lift it up higher, and I kept lifting and said, "Don't think about it. Just trust God. Don't think about it. Just trust God." And he got healed. So thank you so much. And one crazy one was a mother at the end of service brings her son and says he plays football, and he can't keep up with everyone. He gets hurt because his foot is shorter than the other. I said, jump on the stage. I told him, jump up on the stage and sit there. So he sat there on the stage, and I looked at his feet. I looked at the mom and go, "There's nothing short here. God already healed him before he even came up. He's already healed." So it's amazing to see those kind of miracles. I want to tell you, thank you so much. Many of you have sent in to help me for this trip. I had an emergency trying to get things done financially. Some things just wasn't working out, and God provided, and we have our hotels covered, and we'll get the rest covered, but we have all the hotels covered, and so to travel, the bus tickets for me and the translator, the airline ticket for the translator. I'm going to give him what offerings I make to get his flight back to go home. It's only like a couple of $100, and we'll send him back home. But this is perfect timing of the Lord, perfect timing that Johnny's here. Nadia was supposed to translate, one of my best friends, supposed to translate, but she had a family emergency. Please keep her in prayer. Her mother is not doing well, and they think this may be the last weekend that she's here, so just keep that in prayer. Of course, I understand. And then she had to actually go out of town the same weekend, so this is very crushing for her. Her name's Nadia, and the mother, I don't know the mother's name, I forget, but please keep her in prayer. But I'm telling you, God is doing wondrous things. I have heard back and forth from pastors for Monday and Tuesday events in two different cities, Cararanga Cataracanga, something like that. Anyway, and San Lorenzo, I can say that one. They have been advertising on social media, and now the advertisements on television and radio, and especially in Monday service, Cacaranga. It's people are excited because it's all over the TV. We're expecting a whole bunch of people. Tonight we expect about 300, and the same tomorrow. But over there in the other places, who knows? And we're just going to be excited whatever God does. We're just excited how God moves. We're excited that God does wondrous things. And we're excited that I'm here. So if you still want to sow a seed, you can sow a seed. I will be able to do a little bit more while I'm out here, but I'm also able to take care of my Mexico hotels. I'm already going to take care of my Mexico flight. And then I'm going to Chile. And Chile, I'm going to be there just for like 7 days. Come right back. That's going to be in October. So you're part of that. I get 2 weeks rest, and then I'm back on the road. And I'm telling you, I got some exciting news about what we're going to do in Hawaii. I'm going to tell you right now, someone gave us a home that we can use, that we can start a healing house. And there used to be an Airbnb. We're gonna make it a place for people to come, and they can pay for their stay, for the place, and we're gonna pray for them, and they're gonna be healed. If they can stay for a week, good. They can stay for 3 days, great. We have almost 9 beds that we can fill up there, and it's gonna be amazing. And I have a video of this home and the announcement that I'm gonna send to y'all later. But right now the internet's not that great, so I'll send this one. Because the other one I believe is a little bit longer, but please keep me in prayer. I have another great announcement for January 1st. We're still looking for a location in Houston and looking for a location in Kingwood for this to come to pass. So pray for just the location. God knows what it is. I won't tell you, but God knows what it is. Just pray for the location for us, okay? God bless you, and I send you prayers of healing and miracles. So many more miracles happen. I'll send you, check out the Facebook, you'll check it out. But this is for my investors in faith. I call them investors of faith because you're investing in the gospel. These are my sponsors, my sponsors and those that care about what we're doing. God bless you so much. And I know that God is going to bless you wondrously for how you've taken care of the kingdom of God and taken care of the man of God and the family of God. God bless you.